Now let's talk more about Hume and uh, Hume about causation, because Hume's causation is most important thing we have to learn. Uh, Causation was big deal for Hume, as I said. He just don't actually see the cause and effect in the world. We actually observe one event following another and get used to expecting it. For example, see sunrise every morning, and so you assume it'll happen again, but that's not a logical certainty. It's just about habit of thought, like sun will rise tomorrow. It's just habit of thought. It's not like you reason from truest first principles, like sun will rise or not rise again. There's a day when sun not should not come. This could be happen if you go based on laws of physics, but even laws of physics are not sure until it. And and um, for human level, um, it's good until quantum or string theory, but I'm very skeptical about we have to dig much more than just quantum level and string theory. There many turtles around. It's just all turtles down there. We dig more and we found more turtles, and that's you can go and uh, search for Wikipedia, all turtles around there. So it just old saying, like epistemological recursion. More you deep go, more you deep go, like that's more you found another new stages. Just as we found, like first we found Newtonian mechanics, then we found like quantum Hamiltonian, and we found string theory. There is much to it later on the deep level. Okay, so now let's talk about uh, skeptical view of him. Hume was skeptical about how much we can really know. Okay, so skepticism is an important point in Hume's philosophy. He thought things like existence of God, the soul, or even stable self couldn't be proven through reason or experience. Okay, you can't prove those things using reason or experience. That Hume saying, when you look inward, he said, you find a bundle of perception, feelings, thoughts, sensation, not some unified you holding it all together. And I think Nietzsche said about this same, will is not one concept. He said Schopenhauer talk about will is a single concept, but Nietzsche talk about will is a not single concept. Will is a, a lot of things, right? So that's how Nietzsche talk about. Now let's go further what he said. When you look inward, he said, you just find bundle of feeling, perception, sensation, thoughts, not some unified you holding it all together. This led him challenge the dogmatic beliefs and emphasize that our understanding is limited to what we can observe and feel. Okay, so I don't know what he's saying, trying to convey here, but he basically saying like this led him to challenge some dogmatic belief. So we have two kinds of belief, some like provable empirical, and some kind of like dogma or dogmatic belief, dogma or opinion, right? uh, Mostly they teach you in scientific method. There are two kinds of things, like uh, true evidence, and one is dogma or opinion. True evidence hold despite of single observer, so you can catch it in peer review of scientific method, which is uh, new contribution to scientific method. Peer review is where multiple people check assumption, and if it's found true, it's basically good for engineer. If you want to check something true, you can't say like, oh, this peer review doesn't work in metaphysics. Who wants to go in metaphysics? We want to use these techniques, methods for our own benefit. We don't want to sneak into metaphysics, right? So that's what we're saying here. uh, Peer review. So let's read ahead. This led him to challenge dogmatic beliefs and emphasize that our understanding is limited to what we can observe and feel. Okay, uh, observe and feel. Yeah, this is they are limited, but some people are different. They use kind of like rational method. Like first, uh, they they basically break the gap between experience. Sometimes we have broken experience. We think like analogically, just how in relativity theory, um, Einstein basically thought in a way of imagination, and not even single human thought his way. I don't know why, but he thought, and he basically created relativity, which is change everything. Even powerful Newton, if you read his biography, he worked so hard and he didn't thought of it. So uh, yeah, those things really matter if you're finding big theory. uh, about talking Einstein, I realized one Reddit quote where person said, let me find this Reddit quote. uh, it's about like, it's about Einstein relativity. Wait, I'm gonna tell you. It's a funny thing. You're gonna like it. Yeah, some person asked, why didn't Einstein just make huge about relativity, like uh, raising funds and venture capital, making ton of money out of it? So yeah, it's feel funny to talk about that, but Einstein wanted to leave a discovery, not a some money making machine or invention. He is a kind of peaceful guy, so he don't believe in money. But yeah, that's the truth. Now let's talk more about Hume. Was skeptical how much we really know. He thought things like existence of God, self, sensation, unified self, and blah blah blah. So this led him to challenge dogmatic belief and emphasize that our understanding is limited, what we can observe and feel. He also split knowledge into two types: relations of ideas, like math, where 2 plus 2 equal 4 is true by definition, and matter of fact, like sky is a blue, which depend on observation. Matter of fact can be known with absolute certainty because they rely on experience. Okay, so in matter of fact, you have to go and look. Matter of fact can be known with absolute certainty. So, like, you can't just write something like this and this and this logic and this, and just think of like this will happen. It's not that easy. Maybe that's Hume saying. And experience only shows us what happened so far, not what must happen forever. Okay. In short, Hume thought that understanding is rooted in experience, shaped by mental habits, and inherently uncertain about anything beyond what we can sense or logically define. His ideas shook up philosophy, putting the limits on what we can claim to know, urging us to question assumptions, and putting limits on what we can claim to know, urging to the question take we granted for pretty grounding stuff. Okay, let's explain. Hamid thought that human understanding is rooted in experience. Okay, true, got it. I doesn't we already know that? Okay, shaped by mental habits. Okay, that's new. It's mostly, yeah, it's true. It's a mental habit. We make cause and effect fuss about everything. That's true. It's new. For most people it's not new, but some people it's new, and inherently uncertain about anything beyond what we can sense or logically defined. Okay, and inherently uncertain about anything beyond what we can sense. um okay, it become uncertain beyond what we can sense or logically defined. Okay, logically defined. His idea shook up philosophy. Okay, 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 that's Hume said. We wanna understand what he said about probability, but this could be done on next chapter.